Hello everybody, and welcome to Dragon Ball Super the Movie Broly Z Kai the Movie Broly review. I'm going to start this off by saying this was the first Dragon Ball anything I've ever watched. I've played Xenoverse, but in terms of watching the anime, this is the first thing. I decided to jump in right at the deep end, and I had an absolute whale of a time. I loved it. It was so appealing to my not needing to think hard self. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna just talk about it. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna recommend that you not watch this and go watch that first and then come back. But if you stay, I've warned you, so you can't get mad at me. So, like, I kind of had an idea what to expect because it's kind of hard not to, because Dragon Ball is this big, massive franchise that I've always seen out the corner of my eye. I'm like, hey, that looks cool. What is that? But yeah, this was the first time because it was on at the cinema, and I'm really tired. I think I swear I say that a lot. Anyway, I had an absolute great time. I've got a few notes. So like I said, if you don't want to, I'm just going to talk about it, so don't get mad at me for spoiling. First off, the opening prequel prologue bit I thought was great. It set up what needed to be set up to understand the movie itself, but it didn't go full in or like, here's what happened in the last 17,000 episodes. It was just like, here's what you need to know for this movie, and then it transitioned nicely into just the nice old big old fight and all that other stuff. Before I get to the big old fight and be gushing over the visuals, I guess I should mention the plot briefly. It's simple and it works because it doesn't need to be complicated. You know, there's a lot of shows that do overly complicated plots, and then you get to the point where you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Why am I still watching this? And then you tune out. This was like, it's simple, but it keeps you invested because of the goddamn visuals, the fighting visuals, man. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. I imagine this review is going to be quite short, by the way, because I don't really have a lot to say. But yeah, the thing I like that kind of not encapsulated, what's the word? Brought it home for me is that it was actually funny. Like, it was genuinely, there was some parts where the cinema was like actually laughing, and that was good. Like the fusion dance bit, there was a bunch of other stuff as well. It was funny and it was very enjoyable, but damn, the graphics, as they say, the graphics, the visuals during the fights, like, me and my friend, who had also never seen Dragon Ball, were watching it, and we were like, they just went to the Earth's core, and now they're in the fifth dimension. What's happening? And then we were like, who cares? Who cares what's happening? This is absolutely awesome. And it was like, we didn't know what was going on, but we were getting hyped because it was just that kind of, what the film kind of promoted. You didn't need to know thousands of episodes beforehand, which is good. Like, if anything requires all those episodes to understand the movie, it's not doing a good job. This movie did great at being its own thing. Like, you don't need to have watched any other Dragon Ball, as I am proof of, and you can pick up most things. Obviously there's some stuff you're not going to quite get, but it all makes sense on its own. So that has been my very quick, like I said, it was going to be quick, review of Dragon Ball Super Broly. Let me know what you guys think, and it's convinced me that at some point I should look into watching Dragon Ball. Just, I wouldn't know where to start. Probably at the beginning. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. Subscribe for more reviews and good stuff I'm pointing down. And bye guys.